So here's today's tires for retail. Look at these tires, man. These are brand new. I mean, like, brand new. One missing, but damn. So let's see what we got in here. Oh, we got some window shades all around. Oh. So this was clearly an all-wheel drive, but or whatever you want to call it, four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, whatever. Somebody beat me to the transfer case. All that good stuff. But man, those tires. All right, let's open her up and see what we got inside. And the seats are trashed. Kind of figured that would be the case. What is that? I don't know. Speakers are blown. Door panels look good though. I could use that. Overhead thingy's really nice. Let's see if we got any money in the money slot. Oh, dude. You know what? Every time I come to the junkyard, I find money in the money slot. Every time. We got like there. I don't even have to buy a soda. Take my monies. Floor mats look fantastic. Well, that's the first time I've ever found one of those in a Honda Element. Anything good? No. Man, this thing is really super clean inside. First time I've ever found one with the sunroof. Nice. I am just stunned at how clean this thing is. Oh wow, you don't see that very often. That's much better than mine. Maybe I'll see if I can get that down. Score. What do we got here? 14 millimeter Autocraft. I'm sure that's a fancy one. So let's see if I can figure this out. Oh. Pop the lens covers out. Oops. Let's see, how do those come out? Oh, there we go. There's one. There's two. Sorry, didn't mean to hit you. Now what? Now we got two screws in there. Let's see if my handy dandy 7001 screwdriver will get those out. Yep. Looks like that'll work. Never pulled one of these before, but there's a screw here, which I'm gonna guess is an 8 millimeter, and there's a screw here, which I'm also gonna guess is an 8 millimeter. This one on this side has a grounding tab. And there's one. There's two. Now I guess we'll slide it backwards, yeah. There's one plug on the back of that, which, you know, connects the way all Hondas seem to connect. We're going to push that little tab. We're going to push that little tab and pull it out. Boink. Finally got one of these with the spring that works. There's the spring, in case you guys are ever wondering why your hatch doesn't work right. It's because that spring's giving out. Oh guys, I just can't pass these up. You heard me in the last video talk about driving 900 miles on rotten tires. These things are going to be about $38 a piece. Can't miss that. Good grief. Somebody put them on with the old impact though. Oh, we're gonna have to get creative. Find a way to wedge these so I can get some torque on them. A tire shop did this with their big ass impact wrench, the one I warn you about all the time. Now I want you to think about, if it takes me this much work to get one lug nut off, think about yourself or one of your loved ones beside the road trying to change this in a rainstorm with a flat tire. These tire shops don't give a shit about you. They don't care about you, your car, your tires, or your family. They care about getting your money and getting to the house. That's all they care about. Don't let them work on your car. I take wheels to the tire shop, let them put tires on them, and then I take them home and put them on my own damn car. Because they will do this shit 99% of the time, and it's ridiculous. This tire wedged in here. I got this jack bar from a Nissan wedged against the spoke. I don't want to ruin the rims because they're actually nicer than mine. I weigh 200 pounds, folks. And that just broke my wrench. Well, looks like I'm only going to get two. Well, I cannot tell you how thrilled I am to have these two tires. It's going to save me a lot of money. So if I sound a little angry in this video, guys, it's because I am. When people tell you, you know, don't do stuff at home, you should let a professional do it. It's pretty common for me to hear people say, oh, I would never change my battery or change my tires. I'm going to leave that to a professional. Well, that kind of crap right there is what the professionals do. These little tire shops where they've got some tire monkey in there running around with an impact wrench just all over everything he sees. Those guys are idiots, and they're going to tear up your stuff. Yeah. Let me show you what I mean when I say rotten tires. These are good tires. They're Firestones. They're the ones that I use on my Odyssey. And I bought these out of a junkyard as well because they looked better than the steel showing through that was on my Element when I got it home. But they're very old. Can you see that crack? All right, they've got a lot of good tread. They're good brand. They're not a cheap tire. Can you see those cracks? Eventually that's going to separate. I mean, it is separating now. And to be honest with you, it was pretty dumb for me to drive 900 miles on these things. So at the first chance that I'm getting to replace them with something in better shape, that's what we're doing. These would have cost me $300-400 at the store. It's still got the little fuzzies on it. Tire pressure's not too far off, 28 pounds, not bad for being from the junkyard. Let's go ahead and take it to 32. That's where I like it to be. Put my pretty blue valve caps on there. So you guys that know how to read these tire dates better than I do, let me know if I'm right here. If I'm reading that right, that's the second week of 2021, right? So these things are pretty new, if I'm reading that right. All right, it's the next day and I couldn't take the defeat. So I've come back with reinforcements. We've got the breaker bar and an impact socket, which is much tougher than the one I was using. And the sledgehammer. We will be victorious. There we go. kids, it just should not take that much effort to get that wheel off. Victory. So that's going to give me 3 brand new tires. And I'll order a 4th, and then I'll have 4 brand new tires. I need to get a front end alignment so I don't chew up my brand new tires. And couldn't be happier. They drive a lot better. The front end is handling better. Old rotten tires don't handle very well. Even though they might look like they've got a lot of tread, the tread is very dry and it doesn't grip the road very well. Now you might be saying, well, when I buy new tires, I want my tires to look nice and shiny new. Well, that's where this comes in. Oh, this is good stuff right here. I use it all the time. On these tires, the first thing I want to do is clean these yellow marks off that the Junkyard put on there. They put on there because they knew they had some good tires and they wanted to be sure you knew it. So if you go through the Junkyard and you see yellow marks on the tires, it's probably a better tire. These are like Lysol sanitizing scrubby thingies. I don't know. Before we hit it with the Armor All treatment, they're not going to be, they're tires, guys. They're not going to be spotless. I like this Armor All stuff because it leaves the tire looking like a tire. Honestly, most of the time I don't care what my tires look like, but if I'm going to use a product on them, it's going to be this, because I don't like that stuff that makes them look like wet tires. I'm not about that. If you are, more power to you. It's just not my style. I don't like tire wet. Just a little too precious for me. You probably noticed in the video that the center cap was missing. Someone had swiped it. These are popular. I've gotten tons of requests from people asking me to find them some of those when I'm in the Junkyard. And I either don't find them or I don't remember when I'm there. I'll try to do a better job of that in the future. But these are off of a Honda Odyssey and they fit right in there. They're a little bit different style. These have more of like a brushed aluminum look instead of this painted look. But I think they look cool enough. They look better than a hole in the wheel. Let's go ahead and hit it with the Armor All. It foams up like gunk or something like that. Any kind of oven spray treatment that you might use on your motor. And it's just gonna chew down some of the oxidation. The last thing I want to talk to you about today is your tire pressure. If you're wondering where I got those numbers for tire pressure, that's right here. That's everything you need to know about the tires that are supposed to be on your car and the pressures that they're supposed to run. If you change the tire size too much at all, it can throw off your speedometer because, well, your speedometer is calibrated to a certain size tire. Maybe that's important to you, maybe it isn't, I don't know. So remember we were talking before about the year of the tire? I was mistaken. These are not from 2021, these are from 2017. Here's why. Here's the DOT number. Then here's the number we're looking for. It's on the inside of the tire. I was looking on the outside of the tire. That's the wrong place to look. When we look on the inside of the tire, we can see this big long number, the last 4 digits. 2817, that's the 28th week of 2017. So this is 2021, so the tires are a couple of years old, but still, they're 4 years old compared to my million-year-old rotted tires. These are still in great shape, and I think I'm gonna get a lot of miles out of them. Well, that's about it for this week, guys. If I made you laugh or I taught you something, be sure and hit the like and subscribe. See you next week on Scavenger Type.